Yeah, I just want to wish Northern Colorado the best this season. It's a quality team. They off to a great start this season. They went out to Hawaii and won a true road game. And one of the oldest teams in college basketball, as you guys saw, a lot of experience, well-coached team. So I think this could be proved to be a quality win, an RPI win as the season goes on, because I believe that team will compete for their conference championship. So we wish those guys the best. Appreciative of the crowd again tonight, all the people that spent their time and money to come see us play. We never take that for granted. And we just want to say thank you, season ticket holders that came. We appreciate it. Season ticket holders that didn't come, if you could give your tickets to people on the nights you can't come, we'd greatly appreciate that too. And then the student body came out, 2 games in a row here. So we're building something special here. It's a work in progress. We're super appreciative for the people that are supporting us right now. I can't say thank you enough.
Questions for Tre, please. Joe, go ahead.
Tre, who do you compare your game to, whether it be anybody NBA or maybe a former Longhorn?
I can't say that I necessarily compare my game to anybody's, because I think everybody's different in their own ways. But I know the assets of my game and what I need to work on, and I know that I'm trying to improve myself every single day and do as much as I can out there on the court.
Tre, how much do you care about starting?
Not at all.
Really?
To be honest with you, I could care less. It doesn't matter to me, because when my name gets called, I'm going to go in there and do what I have to do regardless.
Tre, why did you come here? You could have been to the state of UMass and put up big numbers, but you come all the way down here for a fresh start at Texas.
I felt like my time at UMass was over with. I really enjoyed my time there. I really did. I made some great relationships and learned some new things about the game and about myself and about being a leader and things like that. But I just knew that it was time for me to take the next step in my journey and challenge myself a little bit more.
How would you describe the defensive pressure y'all started the game with? They had a lot of turnovers to start out. Is that a big emphasis for them?
Yeah, it was definitely an emphasis after our game at Gonzaga, because that's something we struggled with there, and Coach emphasized it throughout practice and throughout our meetings, and we just knew that we had to come out and start the game defensively, because the offense will come as time goes on.
Tre, you came out pretty hot in the second half. What do you think changed at halftime that made you want to come out and just score from all these different places and stuff like that?
I just kind of go out there and play my game, but our coaching staff, our GAs, did an excellent job scouting the other team and seeing where I could get my buckets and things like that, where I could take advantage of the wall up or understanding the other team's scout. I think the coaches did an excellent job with that.
Tre, for those of us who haven't been to practice and for those who haven't watched the first 2 games, if that was all they saw, is that what you think this team is? Defensively, aggressiveness, all that, is that what you expect?
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that we expect from each other every single day, and it's something that's emphasized every single day in practice. We get coached every single day like we're about to play in the national championship, and I think that's what makes us special, because we have a coaching staff that pushes us and we have players that are willing to respond.
2 last ones for Tre, please.
During the second half, you guys going after 9 straight points. The mid-range jumper, jump hook. How does that feel when your teammates know that you're kind of cooking and they're openly looking for you?
I mean, obviously it feels good, but at the end of the day, I don't think that that's something that I really care about. It would be like necessarily looking for the ball every single possession or something like that. But I think it comes with the flow of the game as well. We have more than enough intelligence on the team where it's like whoever's hot, we're going to get them the ball one way or another, and it could be anybody any given night.
Are you better when you get a flow going and get some shots up?
I think everybody is when it comes to the flow of the game. It is what it is, but you kind of have to take what the game gives you, and I think any player ever is gonna feel a little bit better with their own flow of the game when they see shots go through the rim.
Jeff Watson.
Tre, I know you talked after the Gonzaga game about rebounding being a big deal. You guys had 36, 15 offensive boards tonight. Just off the cuff, what did you think about the way you guys rebounded tonight?
I think we did a lot better, a lot better, and that was something else that has been emphasized to us throughout my time here, and it's just a matter of taking the coaching, taking the adjustments, and I think Coach has done an amazing job with as far as breaking down film and helping us realize the little things we can do to get more rebounds and understanding the other team's personnel, who crashes, who gets back, who's going to fight for you every time, who's going to fight for a second and let you go. But I think that comes down to coach. I honestly think that comes down to coaching when it comes to tactic and strategy and things like that.
Trey, thank you. Questions for Coach, please?
They had a guy who made 8 threes last game, had a bunch coming. He was making them in other games. What was your plan for him?
Number 0 for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good shooter, great shooter. Had a great career, I think, at McNeese State. Now he's enjoying, I think, what, a 5th or 6th year there. So a lot of respect for him as a player. Playing team defense.
Chris, same thing, Trey. If nobody watched the first 2 games and they just watched this, is that what you want to show on a night in and night out basis?
No.
That aggressiveness?
No, I thought we played well in the first half. The second half, I wasn't pleased with how we played. So we got to get a lot better.
What'd you not like about Saturday?
We got beat.
Is there I know stats only go so far, but when you come out hot defensively like that, is there like a certain defensive statistical benchmark that you tell the guys you want going into a game that you want them to try and strive for?
Yeah, there's some things with our defense that we're always focusing on. Opponents' field goal percentage, opponents' offensive rebounds. Then it's also kind of about our defense too. How many, defensive plays are we getting? We call those MIGs, most important guy, and it's a stat that we're always kind of looking at. We want to be the most aggressive team. Tonight, for the most part, we were. In the second half, I thought they were the most aggressive team for segments of the game, and that's we got to continue to get better.
Given the Gonzaga loss, how important was it for you guys to come out strong in that first half the way that you did?
Yeah, nothing to do really with Gonzaga. It's just it's our journey, right? Like my tune hadn't changed. We are who we are. Like if everything would have gone well the other night and we win the game, it doesn't make us any worse or better right now. I mean, we're a team right now that has a certain kind of offense, a certain kind of defense, and we got to continue to get better. So everybody, of course, looks at the scoreboard. You look at records, but if you're going to compete for a championship, it's more about your improvement, right? The process is more important than any outcome. So here's what's happened since our Gonzaga game, right? We've gotten better. We had our best 2 practices Monday, Tuesday, and then we played very well in portions of this game. To compete against the teams we have to compete against, 32 minutes isn't going to get it done. You're going to have to play 40 to win the games that we have, quickly coming on the horizon. I thought tonight we played really well for probably 32 or 33 minutes.
So did you guys not take as big a step forward as you would hope tonight?
I don't know if, as a coach, you're never pleased. Find me a coach that's like, please, and I'll show you a guy that's got a bunch of second place trophies. But I think we moved it in the right direction. I was really pleased with practice this week, Monday or Tuesday. And I thought, obviously, the start of the game in the first half, we were playing some good basketball. Just disappointed in the second half, but, we just got to get back to work.
How do you convince guys to have that mindset? I mean, a lot of these guys may just see the score and go home happy, and that's great.
Bro, we don't have one guy in that locker room that's going to look at the scoreboard and go home happy. That's not how our players are wired.
Kind of what I asked him, is there a former player, former Longhorn whose skill set Trey reminds you of?
Yeah, we always kind of talk about that in recruiting. What's this guy like? So it's kind of a cool conversation to have. I don't know. Trey's obviously can score around the basket. Both hands, both shoulders. He's a very skilled guy. He's really good facing the basket too. He's just a skilled player. So there's been a lot of great ones here, right? Whether it's LaMarcus Aldridge or Brad Buckman or all sorts of guys we've coached against. But he's a skilled offensive player. Defensively, he's got a lot in him too. He's got a high ceiling. And best thing about coaching Trey is he's a truth teller. He wants the truth. You can have a man-to-man conversation with him. He's asked questions. He listens to what you say, and there's a relationship between what we talk about and what Trey tries to go get done. So I think our team got better from game 2 to game 3, and I think Trey got better from game 2 to game 3.
2 last ones for Coach, please.
Coach flipped him and Christian in the lineup. What went into that decision, and how fluid are these starting lineups as you get ready for
Yeah, we have no lineup right now. I think in my mind we have 7 starters and some guys trying to, crack that next rotation. So our teams have always been like this. We'll change starting lineups from half to half. We're going to do everything we can to win the game.
Coach,
Last one.
there was a moment in the second half where there was an uncontested putback dunk, and you kind of went in on your players, but they all responded well, it seemed like. What does it mean to have players that can take coaching like that?
Well, I got no backup plan. You're not going to win at this level, and unless you got guys that want to be coached and want to be told the truth. And it's early in our journey, right? We're 3 games into this thing. We're 34 practices into this thing, so but so far so good. We'll see how this thing plays out. But I've never coached. You gotta be careful using never. But I've never coached a good player that didn't want to be coached. Period. Any level, anywhere, including pro basketball. Guys, pros want to be coached, and part of coaching is getting told the truth, right? And you got to have a relationship to tell guys the truth, and we're working hard on that. So it's a challenge the first year. It always has been, always will be. You're working on relationships, and you're working on your team at the same time. We got a lot of internal optimism right now with our team. I love our players. I like these guys. I really do. I've got their backs. I hope for each of them they get everything they can out of this season because we got a talented group.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.